Can you guys hear me? Music. There you go. Sorry about that. Oh my god, it's so loud. Sorry guys, it's too loud for me. Let me know how you guys can hear it though. If it's too quiet, too loud, or whatever. Welcome. Today is well, Zuskia's technically had its 16th last weekend, but I was otherwise occupado. So instead, I'm having like the party thingamabob for it today, and so yeah, just gonna be a lot of today. Mostly it's on Facebook events, but this one because I wanted to do it live, I'm just doing it on Twitch to make it easy. Yeah, it's a live Q&A, so if you guys actually have questions, you know, kind of like chat about this chaos and stuff. I might not stay on too long if there's no questions, because I do have so many other things I can do. But yeah, I figured I also actually have to get some art. Still, I have to get some traditional art done for this, but I figured this is a good way to do it. Is obviously with digital art. Oh, okay, sure, Hina. Wait, why Akiko? Why are you here? My god, a mascot is here. I'm famous. Is the volume good? Music. You can do more than just giveaways? Wait. Oh, nothing happened. Okay, bye. Thank you. Sunlight match is quite right. It looks different right now because I don't have her head thing on. That's what it is. I actually did use a reference for the sketch, and you know, sometimes I also enjoy that I didn't finish drawing her. Oops. The derp. I might want the rest of her legs. What do you guys think? Have them 6 eyes. She got like crazy hair too. I was so happy that I finally got to, you know, put this form in the comic. I love it. It is really fun to draw, especially because it's kind of like a departure for what like Lillian's normal thing is. Cute and hyper, and this one is just like, I mean, she still has energy, but she's more like, she's almost more like borderline One-san here, but she's like, you know, gonna. Actually, some trivia about her demon form in some of the trivia contests today. So, ooh. Private? Yeah, that kind of looks it. My specialty is definitely not making. That thing, yeah. Because her like overall like design and functions and powers are being that demon. So, guys, there's some logic with stuff I do. I swear. I swear. I feel like she should be like holding something in that hand, but I don't know what. I just like this pose and I thought it really, really suited her. Got pretty big wings. Ought to be able to fly. I mean, look how much weight is in her boobs alone. Her like glove thing like wraps around her hand at the bottom instead of like a full. Felt like doing it. Her design for her demon form hasn't really changed. I've been trying to like really work out anatomy, so I've been doing a lot of pinups to get work on that. Thank you so much. And yes, I always keep drawing her outfit from memory. I mostly know how it looks, so. Yeah, you gotta do pinups. It's the best way to learn anatomy. God, her outfit is so weird up here, though. This is where it gets so weird. Damn, can you put your boobs away? They're scaring me. Yes, I know, this is my own character. Yeah! Well, I mean, it's a really good way to do that, though. To, like, learn stuff and body... And also, sometimes it's just fun to draw a character in, like, a sexy pose. I do pinups for guys, too, though. It's not just... Just lately, I've been really practicing on my girls, because I have so many that I like and I want to draw. He's got, like, a partial thing. Okay. I'm actually kind of done. I'm kind of glad that I'm tired of drawing this. Like, as far as in the like, Lillian was picking, like, weird-ass fucking poses. I mean, I know I'm the one who also did them. Hey, ma'am, can you, like, fight like a normal person? And she's like, no. It is anatomy. What are you talking about? It's fine. It's fine. I mean, that's definitely the way you learn stuff, is look at things like that. Especially with anatomy, you sometimes, you know, need to have people not wearing clothes. If I can get this now. This is no part of her butt. Even though I know she has, like... At least when you get down to it, her design isn't super complex. Gradients and stuff add to it, and then okay. Now this one I don't remember. I actually do have to look up this. Which one of her legs has the ribbon that goes up higher? Sorry, she's my own character and I can't tell you. Yeah, okay, so it is that one. Okay, nice. That one you can see it because it doesn't start till her knee. I'll make sure we got that squish. Gotta have... As I forget what part is ribbon and what part is leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I did draw 5 fingers. You ever do that? You're like, did I draw enough fingers? I didn't give her earrings in this form for some reason. Even though she always tends to wear that one bad earring in her other form. Yeah, I think that will work. I think that's everything. Thonk, thonk. Close-ups! I was just really excited to write her backstory. Well, I mean, I guess write it where everyone else can read it. It's been written for a while. I think I had mentioned a long time ago how old she actually was. Oh no, my mic got in the way. Oh, that line was so good. Oh, it's horrible. No, it's horrible. I guess for those of you guys who are tuning in and don't know what Zoskia says, I can give you a bit of an part of the 16-year celebration. So the simple end of it is Zoskias is my webcomic. It has been going on for 60 years. 60. Wow, I'm older than, I'm not even that old. It's older than me now. No, 16 years. And it officially reached its 10th or 16th year on the 10th. There we go. I didn't even think about it. I scheduled this for the 16th, but not because it was the 16th year. Oh my god, thank you for the follow! Hi, Washu! Honey! But yeah, so the general premise of the story is basically there is, oh, what did I do? I deleted the layer. Oh my god. No, oh, I accidentally hit my number pad over there. But so basically there is magic in the world and there's the different dimensions and thank you for the follow, Wixels. But yeah, they basically guard anything and like make sure that anything that gets through or whatever, they guard the balance between the different dimensions. And the organization Zoskia specifically is kind of in charge of if anything does get through or if any imbalance happens on this side, they take care of it. I used to jokingly call them trash collectors, but that's not really true anymore because they've done a lot. As the story growed, that's not a word. It developed, there's a lot of different things happening. So they got to do a lot of things that weren't commonly what would have been like the trash and stuff. So yeah, no, they've gotten to do some pretty big things. The current storyline is third of 4 big storylines that I'd ever have. That means eventually there's an end, guys. Yeah, there's an end point. This was the vampire and witch storyline. I just described horribly, but yeah, so it has kind of has a little bit of a different feel depending on like which characters are active in it. This one was definitely one of the darker storylines. Not just because we had people throwing blood around, although that does it. So yeah, if you're not very realistic looking, but if you don't want to see that stuff, Lillian might rip off an arm and might eat somebody. So yeah, just heads up. But yeah, so let's see. You can read it for free online at zoskias.com. Yeah. And then it gets the pages go up early on my Patreon, which is, you know, floating next to me here. And the books, if you like print form, it's also printed up to a certain point. It's up to, actually it's printed up to like volume or chapter 70 now, I think. Yeah, we're in chapter 72 only, so it's not that much behind. I do 2 pages a week, so I used to actually like do like speed paints of Zoskias. That's actually kind of what I started with. I wasn't like obviously streaming per se then, but that's kind of how I started with all this. So I had people ask me and they wanted to see it, and I was like, I don't want to sit on a stream and do it because I get bored so easily. I'm still right, I get bored so easily, but that's why I talk to you guys. But yeah, so it ended up being just like speed paints of those guys, and then I eventually during Ink October 1 year started streaming all my art that year, and actually went over pretty well, and I realized I could do it and not get too bored. So I'm a very distracted artist, which is why actually talking to you guys helps, I learned. So but yeah, this is Lillian in her demonic form, which if you haven't read anything is gonna kind of be like, wait, what? But don't worry about it. Lillian is the head of Zoskias. She doesn't normally look this cool. Not to say that she looks like, you know, dumb or lame or something. She just isn't, you know, big booba vampire bat chick. She's just little booba vampire bat chick. Yeah, she looks more like a goth loli most of the time. It definitely starts out a little rough because it's 16 years old. So the printed version I've cleaned up. I still haven't gotten around to uploading my cleaned up version of the earlier chapters. I should probably do that at some point. I would like people to be like, I like this so much, I want to go pick it up. Oh my God. But yeah, it definitely gets more interesting and gets better paced and better. Like, oh, the fight scenes in the later chapters are so much cooler. As the one drawing and writing it, yes, they are. But that's part of it. Is part of the thing with it that's been really fun because it's been 16 years. Is I have learned a lot about making comics and stuff during the time, and I've also improved my art. So got a long way to go. But I mean, there's no artist I think that ever thinks that they're, you know, don't. And if they do think that they don't have some room for improvement, there's a problem, because you always can improve no matter what, even if you're like a master of something, like a Pokemon master. Actually, speaking of the books, they're all for sale in my Etsy store, which right now is having a sale. So anything that you buy that's $8 or more, which the books are $8 each, is automatically 10% off. The 10? I think it's 10. It's at least 10% off. Yeah, so you can read the physical copies that way if you prefer physical. I am still waiting for my extra copies or my new copies of Volume 10 to come in, though I am actually sold out of Volume 10. But yeah, if that comes up, I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. I have them ordered, so it's not like they're not coming. I don't know if you guys know, there's a big shortage on like paper and stuff for printing, so things are taking a little longer than normal on some of them. Actually it turned out a little, like the sketch turned out way cooler than I thought it would, so I'm pretty proud of it. Stay over my time. I also one of my friends is a, what do you call them, a baker, a patsier. She wouldn't be a patsier, that's different. And so she is starting to do like freelance patsiering, and so I ordered a custom cake from her for Zoskia. So we'll see it later today. If you guys if you guys have actually checked out the Facebook events, yeah, there is it in the schedule. Let me see, where is it? I shared it on Twitter, but I'll go ahead and give you guys the link to it. Which wants to click it? Yeah, Facebook is really weird anymore, and I don't know how else to do like an event like this to show it, where like, yeah, people can everything, celebrate and actually actively, and I can do schedule posts and not have to worry about it. I'm sorry, guys. No, it just gives me more time to do the other stuff, because like some of the rewards are going to be like custom art and stuff, and original art pieces, and I have not done any of that. I will work on it today throughout the I already know what I want to do, so everything's gonna be very Lillian oriented today, just because she's like currently big in the story. That probably looks really uneven. Actually, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. You have a draw design and you're like, why did I do that? Actually, there's several of them in Zo's kiosk. You guys read it, you'll notice that sometimes characters get their clothing ripped. Not to be lewd, like you don't see anything. It's just called, I am tired of drawing their outfits. And then there's Lillian, who just, you know, bites Nyoga's legs. Don't worry about it, it's fine. Okay, that should be good enough. My favorite character myself also tends to switch based on which part of the story I'm writing or working on. So like even as a writer, I don't always have the same favorite character. I think my current big ones were definitely Lillian, hence why there's so much art. And then Viridian, actually. I really like her. Viridian is kind of a weird character too, just in general. So Viridian wasn't actually meant to be a big character. If you've read the story, you might remember her coming in like as early as like chapter 5. But yeah, she was a background villain that wasn't ever supposed to do anything. But for some reason, after that chapter came out, I started getting fan art of her. And at the time, she didn't even have a name. So that's why her name is just Viridian. I just slapped kind of an easy name on. And now it's like, it's grown on me so much, so I'm like, I don't want to change it. So that's why she kept it. But Viridian is really cool too, because I get to do a lot of because of the fact that her specialty is poison plants. I literally spend a lot of time researching her abilities and stuff like that. So I like doing that. I like the having characters who have differences where I have to like actually learn things. I like learning things. I also just like her because she's like she's not dumb, but she's not smart, and she's kind of aware of that. And she's just kind of a fun character all over. So I really have been liking Verdi, and she was active in part of the storyline, but obviously the last fight she was in. So I also still always love my darling little Kazuhiko, my cat boy. And Calic. I didn't actually expect to like Calic as much as I did, but my little dog boy. I actually really had fun writing Maggie during their fight too, and I was like, God damn it. Also, another weird tidbit is actually, so Trevor has been active in the current storyline. He's kind of the playboy in the series, if you will. He flirts a lot. He's not too extreme, but he's that guy. But actually, his personality was more assigned to Randy, or like at the beginning, but I didn't think it fit him at the end, and so I switched it and like redid it, and Trevor got it instead, just because I felt like with Randy having Natasha as a partner. Her glasses. What? I don't have your glasses. But hi, Kirito. Hi. I usually dress up for Zoskias Day, and I was too lazy today. I'm sorry, guys. I do wanna, I would like to, like, you know how they sell those like fake cosplay boobs? I want to get one so I can cosplay Horin. That's one of my dreams. Big boob robot lady. It's funny because not that many characters in Zoskias particularly have big boobs. I think if you can list them, it would be literally Horin, Paris, and demonic Lillian, or like with that Vil. Yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed, all the vampires are named after cities. It has to do with like generally kind of like where they were found or based or stuff like that, but it's not always that. In the case of the actual naming sequence, it's called on really long car trips, I go crazy and create characters. Because actually, it's funny because Neoga, Rantol, Arcola, and Paris were all actually named on the same trip. And it was, I believe that one was from like Chicago area to Dallas, because I believe all of those are actually cities in like Indiana, Illinois. So now obviously Paris, when you think Paris, you think London, and yeah, Paris, France, not London. What the hell? Hi, I'm tired. But yeah, that's the point in the series, is it's more that one. But that's where the name originally came from. MK is kind of the hardest one to figure out, but I had to do a lot of research to figure that one out. MK does give Ike his real name, but I can't say it very well either because I can't speak Cantonese. But yeah, he's from Hong Kong. So specifically, it's MK is from like it's a really big district in Hong Kong. If you actually see it like romanized, it's usually with like a B. That's why it's so weird. But in Cantonese, it's pronounced more like with an M. So that's why he tells everyone to call him MK. He's been a fun character to write too. Because you really don't get to see a whole lot of the vampires or the witches. You basically see the small handful you have seen so far in the story. You're not really going to meet other ones. And that was done on purpose, just to kind of balance it out. Yeah, I don't want to have... I mean, I already have so many characters. Do I really need more? But no, they all had a role to play, and I needed characters that fit specific things, and a lot of them were already, like Arcola and Yoga have been in there from the get-go. Rantol was added later, as was Paris. MK was added the most recently, but I needed somebody to be around with Crowley because I was like, the way I have this set up, this fight isn't going to work unless I have somebody kind of like buying time for them. So MK was good for that. Especially, so MK is loosely based off of Too Much Wong. So Wong helped me develop his fighting power. That's what Wong came up with. He was like, oh, let's do this. And I was like, oh my God, I've never heard of this. Let's read it. This is hilarious. Okay, yes, let's do it. I don't know. Should I make her mouth open so you can see her fangs? Oh, I might change her mouth. I don't know if I'll ever get to really discuss what Rantol's power is, but it is he kind of vaguely mentioned it in the story. He can basically hide his presence. Like, I try to give each of the vampires like a slightly different specialty, but one that still like makes sense. So they primarily tend to be like blood or shadow based. His would be the shadow based one. Also, I kind of had fun with MK too, because you know he is a vampire, but he's squeamish around blood. I don't know. I like to think of all of my characters as like real people, like actual people. So I try to give them like personalities, even if it doesn't necessarily like fit. I mean, this is coming from the girl who has a character in a different series that's a total wimp. So yeah, he's a scared of ghosts and superstitious. I like to have fun with them though. Now, Crowley was the one, like, I had talked about him for so long in the series, so it's cool to bring him in finally, too. Crowley! Based off of the real Aleister Crowley. I was basically his look and design is based off of how Crowley looks in his younger years, because he was bold when he was older. I don't like that. I wanted Crowley to be like, you know, handsome, but just handsome enough, but also kind of like not like, oh my God, he's so amazingly pretty. Like I didn't want that. No, so he's just he's got a kind of simple design on purpose. He also doesn't want to stand out. I mean, yeah, you might be a vampire, but if people find you, especially because his thing is helping the other vampires. He helped Lillian in the past too. I also kind of wanted to, like, if you guys noticed, he is very serious and he is very smart and very well experienced, but he also I don't want to say like necessarily underestimates things, but he is very much like it will be fine, like, and kind of blindly optimistic at times. Like even the whole thing with Lillian, I don't if you guys read that when after she went to her demonic form, MK was talking to him and he was like, it will be fine. You know, it turned out fine last time. It's like, I don't think that many people dead is considered fine kind of thing. Like Crowley doesn't want humans dead or anything. He just, yeah, he's just that kind of character though. It kind of misses the picture sometimes. Or the point or whatever. But yeah, I have a lot of fun doing stuff with vampires and witches. Having really fun. For witches, of course, the best one has been Alexandria. Based on my waifu. Yeah, a lot of the witches and vampire. Well, the witches are the witches you meet. The only 3 you meet are actually based off of people I know. So yeah, Alexandria is based off of my twaifu. She is the fire user with a penchant for pizza, just like my twaifu. But she's very young and kind of new to it, so she also is very hot-headed at times and gets frustrated. And it doesn't help that Umishin is a complete moron. That's why I was really happy that I was able to get him a scene when Hildy, later on with Hildy, that he actually like did something. I'm not intentionally trying to make him useless, guys. It's just like, I don't know. I'm writing the fight scenes and I'm like, this just doesn't make sense if he does something here. He's also a scaredy cat, and he's a water user. Not that means like you're bad if you're a water user. It's just a lot of times they're fighting things that water wouldn't be super effective against. Like for instance, a plant. I'm gonna water you. Oh no. He definitely was a lot more cocky early on too. He's kind of had to mellow with everything that's gone on. Yeah, a big part of that is thanks to Light, of course, but even like Lily and some of the other characters, he's just kind of come to face that he's not all that and he can't be all that, and that doesn't mean it's a bad thing, but he's gonna have to, teach training. Hildy was fun for that too, because she got to give him some stuff, because Hildy is the actually based off of Cosplaying Kitten. She's a little more perky and extreme, because yeah, I just picked a couple facets and went with it, but I really like writing her like that, because I figured having like the more happy bubbly personality and stuff just fitted, especially when you're dealing with like the other witches. You've got the other 2 who are serious, even if one of them is just more like spastic serious and the other one is really serious, because Venia is just all play or all work and no play kind of thing. Down there. But yeah, so Hildy is kind of like the balance between on purpose, and then of course she's got the special connection with Lillian, because Lillian helped her when she was younger, but she also has like, because of that now, with everything that happened when she was young, she's got like the issue with demons. She's a little obsessed and has researched them tremendously, which is why she can read demon. Yeah, she actually normally is support, like healing, so it was kind of fun to actually do her with fighting, because that was never really a plan of mine. I just figured she'd come in, and I was like, you know what, no, she's just, yeah, I wanted to have all the witches get like a little bit of time in for you guys to get to know them, so you could figure out, well, actually have an opinion on them. And then Venia is like probably the most obvious one as far as who she's based off of, but just as a refresher, she is based off of Ranafe. Originally in the series, there was a character named Ron who is also based off Ranafe, so they look identical on purpose. I won't exactly, tell you in case you want to read it, but yeah, no. In the story. It was kind of fun though, because like while Ron's personality was a lot closer to Ranafe's personality, yeah, no, Venia's is like nothing like it. It's an extreme opposite. That's kind of on purpose, because you don't want the characters to be literal. I mean, even their appearances, their hair and stuff and their face are supposed to be the same, but like Venia wears her hair differently, and then even the fact that she's got the eye patch because she's missing an eye. It's not like somebody ripped it out and ate it or something, right? Teehee. No, but yeah, she is definitely, she is also set up to kind of be the extreme opposite of Lillian, where Lillian is very much like, happy, go lucky, optimistic, powerful, but doesn't like, I don't want to say she doesn't like wield the power, because that's not true. It's just she tends to just not like use it a lot unless she has to, because yeah, it's a pretty dangerous power and she's aware of that. And unlike the witches, because her power is based off of it comes from a demon, like most of her power. But yeah, in some of the earlier storylines, you guys, with now that you've seen Lillian's whole backstory, it probably makes more sense because she also uses witchcraft spells. And she even has a guardian, which are only supposed to be given to humans. So, and she's not a human anymore. But yeah, that was kind of some of the hints at her early backstory stuff because yeah, I always knew what exactly her backstory was. It was another one of those topics that was really cool to research because most people, when they think about the witch trials, they automatically go to Salem and they don't think about the fact that the witch trials happened like way earlier and stuff like that too. And Salem is where they got big in the US, but they're not the only ones that happened. The only reason we know so much about them is because, at least for me, we live in the US and it's definitely something that gets talked about. You tend to talk about your own history. Yeah, I like to hop all over when I ink. I'm sorry, guys. Hi, RTD. I won't be on for too much longer anyways. But thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. All the events today are like scheduled for like an hour, except for the cake one, which we're just cutting a cake. Can't wait to see my cake. Yeah, Lillian definitely has the most interesting backstory to me personally. I don't know about you guys. Umishin has the most simplistic one, and I still at some point, I swear, I will write his backstory as like a sub comic or whatever and throw it in with a Kickstarter or some. I just haven't had time or energy or anything, and it's Umishin. But yeah, I kind of like it got brought up in with some of the earlier stuff, but Umishin's the balance of his past and stuff compared to the others, he doesn't always necessarily fit in because that was a big thing with him and Light. He felt he was having trouble connect because Light had this like, you know, pretty awful past, and you know, he's like nothing, everything's fine. Yes, his mother was sick, but she's fine now and she's living and things like that, and he still has a father and they're both close. Oh wow, it just told you like 5 minutes before I'm gonna get off. Nice. Thanks for stopping by, Ranafe. Oh, Twitch. Yeah, I believe it. Sometimes I was gonna say the notifications are just really off on things too. I've had that happen plenty of times. I talked about you earlier, Ron. I talked about Ron and Venia. Kind of supposed to be a Q&A, so I've just been rambling about Zeus Kios while I draw Lillian. I need to make a list of all y'all's names that came to, so I can put you down for yeah, because I don't think I said this even at the beginning of the stream, but so for the events today, there's a lot of like random raffles and stuff going on. So just for showing up, you guys all get a ticket to the raffle. So I will go ahead and add you. I will message you guys on like Twitch or whatever. If you win or something too. So yeah, thank you. You guys all get something for that. I'm pretty happy with that. And if you guys actually have any questions you wanted to ask, you get a ticket per question too. Those kiosk related, no, like that you can't just ask me random questions. Feel like, okay, I didn't. Sometimes I'll just accidentally make a nice mark. I knew you were. That's why I said it. Those Kiyo's bird. Well, technically, he turned 16. It turned 16 last week, but that's what this is supposed to be, a birthday party. Learn some things. If you, yeah, it can drive. You ready? You ready to teach it how to drive, Ron? I mean, at least to be fair, most of the people in those kiosks are actually old enough to drive. Just don't have Lily behind the wheel. Good job. Good. I'll leave it to you then, Ron. Like I was saying earlier, I've cleared 3 of the big 4 storylines I had planned too. So it's like there is actually an end, and it will end. It will. I just, because it only does 2 pages a week, it goes really slow, at least for now. I considered doing like a chapter a month at one time, but I'm like, this is fine. I also kind of get annoyed with like some of the ones on like webtoons and stuff that do a chapter. They do really small chapters. Hello, Firearm! Everyone's gathering at the end. I see how it is. This might be Twitch's fault. I believe this is true. I do appreciate everyone stopping by though. Good. I finally decided to... Oh my god, yeah, those are all pretty, beautiful but gay animes. Tachibana and his balls, man. No, I love those series, though. Not in the good way, though. Actually, Yami no Matsue, the manga is so good. I was kind of upset with the anime on that. Oh my god, why would I do a 16-hour stream? I don't even want to be here for a 16-hour stream. Would any of you guys watch a 16-hour stream? The events are only going for 6 hours today. You know what? Maybe if I had it prepped all ahead of time and stuff, I would consider doing like a really long stream like that, but... Yeah, like I know there's like those subathons and stuff. I don't mind doing, like I wouldn't mind doing a charity stream. Yeah, I've seen some that are ridiculous. Yeah, I'll get carried away sometimes and do the stream. I know most of our Valheim streams have been like 4-hour streams, and for me that's 4 hours, and I'm like, yeah, that's probably pretty long for me even. I mean, it's not like I couldn't do it because I mean, I have to do like, gosh, at a con, you have to do basically that kind of stuff for like 16 hours. I don't what my longest actually is though. I have a feeling one of my longest ones was like when I swapped halfway through, and so I actually stopped and restarted. So it probably would have been like 9 hour, like, you know, 6 to 9 hours total, somewhere in that range. I have no idea, but it was like I was drawing and then I jumped on like Phasmo or something. Whop. Yeah, I don't know. I personally, I don't want to watch that long of a stream. I can't, so I don't want to do that long of a stream. Yeah, cons are definitely different, but that's what I'm saying is like I can be on for that long, but I also feel like it's easier to just like walk away. Not like leave your table, but like have somebody cover it. A stream is a little harder. I mean, I guess if you're doing it with other people. I mean, sometimes I feel the shorter streams can take more. It depends on how planned the stream is. The planned ones always tend to get me more, which I know sounds weird, but I tend to be easier. I tend to have easier with the unplanned ones. Yeah. Or am I at home? Maybe I'm in your house, Ronafe. No, I'm at home. I think I could handle I don't know if I could do 12 hours, but I could definitely handle a longer karaoke stream if I had other people with me. I mean, yeah, like there is that time Firearm and I rented a karaoke booth, and we were there for like 6 hours, just the two of us. But yeah, I think we were both pretty hoarse by the end of that. That was the first time I think we found the Japanese machine there. Yeah, if you're splitting it up, it makes sense. Right now, because Wong hasn't been feeling good, like he has an ear issue and it's affecting his throat and everything. So if you guys have noticed, he hasn't been doing the karaoke streams with me right now. I'm hoping he'll feel good enough to do the one that I have scheduled for the end of July, but we'll see. He's been taking meds and stuff as the doctor prescribed, but it's basically a, what is it, like a bone spur in the air or whatever. So it's not that simple, and it may never ease up really. So, but yeah, the singing can hurt him more than just normal things. So he's been like, you know, resting it, and I think we both thought it would be better by now, but I'm also the person though who, even if I'm hoarse or not feeling good, will sing. if we talked about karaoke, I'm singing karaoke. I love me some karaoke. But I was like, you know what? I never really talked about when I was going to do it in July, so I just threw it on the last weekend. I figured that also gives, I had nothing going on, and it also gives Wong hopefully some more time to feel better. Yeah, see, doing it something like that makes sense though. Yeah, exactly, because you can like switch off. Yeah, at some point, if I do, like, if I ever get, I guess, big enough where I feel like I could get enough for charity, I would do it. I hope he does too. Yeah, I was gonna say, Charity, you and me are more alike like that. Rana Faye and I are more likely to be the people who would be like, oh yeah, well, you're not feeling that great, but karaoke. Wong isn't really used to pain. Oh yeah, true. Sometimes you don't know. Yeah. I have done karaoke so many times when I've been hoarse and probably should have been letting my voice rest, but I was like, no, I want to sing. Like, I'm still working. I finally figured kind of like what I want to do for the art in the cover I've been working on, but I just found another song I want to cover, and I'm like, god damn, I didn't need to stop. I haven't to finish this one first, because I already have a list of other ones I want to cover too, but I'm like, I want to do this one first. You know how it is. All right. So I think it is time. Yes, everybody here, you guys, I will be going back through. Yeah, I was gonna say cons tended to be the big one. Like that was that year at Matsuri Con. For some reason, my voice just like died when we got like right as we got into Columbus, and I was so dead, but I was still like, I am gonna go sing karaoke. All right, so we'll go ahead and obviously I still have a long way to go. I may redo some stuff here and there on her too, to make that. But there is what I started today. So yeah. So everyone that came here today, though, I will go ahead and take your. It might have been the year you met me before you met me. But no, everyone here, you guys are all gonna get a ticket into the raffles I have going on for the event today. So the event itself is running on Facebook. Give me a second. Do I still have the link? So that is the link if you have Facebook. Even if you don't have Facebook, that is fine. You can still join in on stuff. You can just like message me here on, like on Twitch or Discord or Twitter and just send me your answers or whatever. It still counts. Just by marking yourself as going, though, you also get a free raffle ticket. But yeah, basically every time you participate in an event, or like if it's a case where there's questions and you get them right, you get a ticket no matter what for participating, but you also get tickets for like getting right answers and stuff too. So yeah, this is how we're celebrating 16 years. Okay, I hate Facebook. I just couldn't find any other event thing that would let me do scheduled posts and I don't have to worry about it. And plus so many people I know have Facebook, so yeah, I'm kind of getting mad at Facebook. I really was like, oh, could I set something about Discord? I was like, oh no, I can't really do that easily. Because yeah, although like most of the posts go up without me. So that was the goal, is to have them go up without me. So I can start working on the art and stuff. Although I'm actually gonna go work on the coloring the light for the cover for the new light novel cover first. And then I'll go do some art. I know what I want to draw though, so. Yeah, like I said, Lillian is going to be a big theme this year, but look, I got this done. Yay, a part of it done. All right, so I will also be live later on Twitch in a few hours it won't be a very long stream. We're just going to do a cake thing. So at least I plan on being on Twitch. We'll have to see how I can do it because I may not be able to. I might just have to go Facebook Live with it. But it's going to be a cake. We're gonna see the Zoskia's cake, which I haven't even seen. I commissioned a friend that is a baker to do it. Her bakery store. The pun. Why am I? She hasn't set up the social media for it yet, so I hope she did. I asked her to. Or For Goodness Cakes. That's what it is. For Goodness Cakes. Super cute. She's already got a copyright and everything. She was supposed to set up social media. We'll see if she did. Either way, I will be sharing it once she has it done. And you guys will be able to see the cake. I'll put pictures up and stuff on the Facebook event and probably in Discord and on Twitter and stuff. So I am so excited to see it though. The only thing I know is that I gave her the image from that I did for the anniversary art of Lillian and Lillian. So that will be on it. So that's like all I know for now. All right. I hope to see you guys later, and don't forget to kind of join in on the events. And for every event you participate, you get a ticket for the raffle. The raffle includes things like books from the Zoskias books, some limited bookmarks, some chibi keychains, Opie mouse pads, prints, original art, and even custom art. So it will be basically the more people that enter, the more I'll stack on extra prizes and stuff. So the more you guys play around with the events and stuff, the more that I will do. And even if you can't do anything besides mark yourself as going, you still get a ticket from that. So all right, thank you guys for coming. Let's see if there's somebody to raid. Oh, one of my friends is. All right, let's go. Don't forget to use your frost stickers if you have them. It's a fry raid. Fries. Let's go.